Hello, welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to be lifting potatoes. The hulms went over about 2 weeks ago, I think it was now, and this past week we've had some rainfall, so I've had them in the glasshouse keeping dry, so hopefully they'll be easier to lift and nice and clean. Something was digging into one of the pots, so I don't know if I'll find any half-eaten potatoes, but let's hope not. But before I do that, I'll quickly cut away to a video I took a couple of days ago when I was, when I'd finished pruning the James Grieve, the Golden Delicious, and also one of the boughs of the cherry plum. So I'll cut to that now. This is the James Grieve. That's all pruned back now, and there really are some impressive sizes to the apples that are on this one. Got the Golden Delicious there, and down here we've got the other James Grieve. Pruned that one back, and on the cherry tree there was a big branch sticking out over the top, and I pruned that off as well. So just a quick update on those ones. Don't know if you can hear it, but the magpie's complaining in the background there. Okay, so they looked, well, quite tall and overgrown. I don't think I showed a video of them with all the new summer growth on, but I've cut that all back now, so as my great aunt used to say, that's another little job done. And also in the past week, I noticed there were some bees flying around the lobelia and also the sunflowers. Now I planted sunflowers last year, but I didn't plant any this year. But thankfully they're self-seeded, so there's 2 plants with lots of sunflowers on. So I'll cut to that now to show you the bees enjoying themselves. So that's the last of the potatoes all lifted now. That's I think I did 13 pots of 30 litres in total. The last haul that I got, they weren't too bad. Some nice decent ones here, and I think according to the manufacturer, seed supplier, Swift can be mashed, boiled, chipped and roasted as well. I think so. I'll have a look, and I'll leave a card up so you can see what they are, and also write down how much I've got from the seed potato that I put in. And before I forget, something had been in there chewing away at the potatoes, so I've lost those 2, which is a shame, but never mind. Moving on. What I have to do now is prune the side shoots. I don't know if this is going to come up on the camera. All the side shoots and the top out from the tomatoes, because September draws closer, and with that the nights will get cooler and the daylight will, well, I certainly notice that the daylight is fading. It's dark by about 8:30 these days. It used to be light still to 10 o'clock in June, but you know, autumn and fast approaches, so what I'll do is I'll just show you how I'm cutting down the tomatoes and sacrificing anything that I don't think is going to be worth keeping. Here we go. On this one, it's still putting out side shoots, so you can either use secateurs or just snap them out by hand. This one's a bit big. Can I do it by hand? There we go. That's that one out. I don't know if you've managed to see it. See if I can. Well, there's a smaller one there. Just pull it out, nip it out. So I'll go around, and you can see this one continues all the way up here, and we've got flowers there. Now I don't think they're going to set set fruit, and I do have fruit that hasn't yet turned. I've picked a lot of the tomatoes that were ripe from these already, and I got those in the fridge, but you can see on this one the side shoots coming there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top away. I'll cut that away, leaving a top leaf and that little truss of vines. Now the 3 extra ones that I well, wanted to see if I could grow on, that I was too late. I've been late for many things. They've got 2 tomatoes. I've got one there and I've got one there. So this one hasn't got any flowers on, so that's going in the compost. I'm going to get rid of that one in the compost, and I'm going to keep on watering this one, but have it so I'm just going to try and collect that fruit. So I'll show you what I've done to that one and the rest of them when I've finished. It might look a little sorry for itself, but fingers crossed I'll get that one to ripen. Cut the top out of that one, and there's 4 tomatoes on there which I'm hoping to get. This one's got 6 tomatoes on, and look at that. I've forgotten to nip the top of that out, so I'll have to get my secateurs and do that in a moment. I never mentioned this one, but there's 2 coming out of the one pot there. That actually, it was a damaged growth, and the young tomato split into a Y shape, so I had these 2 side shoots coming off where the tip was damaged. So I thought, well, let's see what I can do with it, see if I can get 2 plants, but it didn't really come to much. Haven't had a particularly successful year because I've been getting distracted by other things, but saying that, I've done well, I can't complain. This one's got a lot more, and again I've nipped out the shoot that was growing over. Same with them all. I'm bound to have missed some side shoots. This Super Mama is starting to ripen now. Nice. I've already had one off it. That was beautiful. Not quite as big as this one, but it was there. I've got that in the house. I'll be consuming that one with gusto. Otherwise, I'll be beaten to it by 2 old fogies who are also eyeing it up. Yeah, it's not too bad. Over on the you only ever need 1 cucumber plant. You see, I've still got some flowers coming. I don't know if they're going to be worth it. This one's got a bit of a strange shape to it. Must have taken a knock at some point. I've already harvested at least a dozen off this plant today that were all getting there. Some marks on the skin there that'll either just peel off or just be eaten. But no, it's still doing really quite well. I've cut away a lot of the side shoots that were there. This is a side shoot that's come from the main stem that I've just left, so that's producing well. And there's a side shoot here. Is that it? No, that's the main stem going that way. Right. So this is the side shoot. There was a couple on this side that I've cut away as well, and you can see I've still got one or two coming down there. And this this odd-shaped leafed vitality has still got a few. I think, what's that, 6? When I get to something the size of that, I don't think that's going to come to much. And again, it's smaller friend there. They might ripen, they might not. We'll see. But I've cut away as much of that as I can. I want this completely emptied by the end of September, because well, I'll switch the camera on and I'll let you know. Yes, I want the glasshouse completely emptied by the end of September, because I've ordered some onion sets and some garlic. Krista, thank you very much. You've inspired me to have a go at garlic again. Last year was disappointing. I didn't grow any this season, but I'm going to give it another go, see how I come along with that. The ones that I had didn't, I think it's vernalized when they split, and it was disappointing. They weren't very large either. But I've ordered some, and they should be shipped from the 24th of September, I believe. I've also got some, I think it's primula I've got coming as well. So I can get those ready for a winter display. They should hopefully flower from about February to May. Is that about right? Not quite sure, but they're due to be shipped at the same time. So if I can get those all started off in here, that'll be quite good. I'm going to grow the garlic in the glasshouse again, as I did originally, because I suffer with rust on the garlic, and although you can eat the bulb, it's unsightly, and I don't want to spread any disease like that. So I'll be doing that in here. I'm going to have a go at trying to create a cold frame outside. I have to build that, and then start the garlic off out there. Hopefully they'll get a good frost to get them vernalized, and then I can bring them back into here and get them planted. As for that, well, I'll have to look at other things. The seed sowing, I've got winter cabbage that I need to sow as well. The carrot bed, I'll take it at the carrot bed in a moment. It's growing weeds. None of the carrots germinated. The beetroot's doing better though, and I'll show you that as well. But I'll have to have a sit down and review what worked well, what didn't work so well, and plan better for next year. Let's just hope I can stick to the plan now. Right, off to the carrot bed. Here we are at the carrot bed. You can see what we've got growing in there. It's predominantly groundsel. That's a small weed. Is it Senicio vulgaris? I'll put a caption up about what it is. So obviously those carrots failed. I've been harvesting the cabbage. This was winter cabbage, winter jewel, but I left it in longer than I should and it's hearted up. So we've got what a friend referred to as it's a sweetheart cabbage, because the cabbage underneath in the heart is quite light in colour and has a sweeter taste. Well, I think it does anyway. But I do prefer dark green cabbage, so I'll get them started. I should have started them last month, maybe in July. But well, if I can get them started and a good set away by September, things should be well. And here's the beetroot. I can see one or two weed seeds in there that will have to come out. You can see there's a one just there. that'll come out. But the extra seeds that I put in have germinated. Well, most of them. Doing things in a grid pattern always means you know where you should expect the seeds to come through, and anything else is a plant in the wrong place, also known as a weed. So I'll have to go through and remove those undesirables. Over at the courgette, I've got a good few to pick from there. Can I get a good shot of them? Yes, there's quite a few in there. They're of a decent size, so I'll be having courgette with something. Not quite sure what. It is nice that they're yellow. They're easier to spot. I remember I had a courgette in the garden many years ago, and it was one of the green ones, and it was hiding under a leaf, and I missed it, and I came back after about two weeks wondering how things were progressing, and I was picking the little ones from it, and then I found this marrow-sized one. Oh, how I laughed. I had a photograph at some point, but I've lost it. It was no word of a lie, it was about 2.5 foot long. It was huge, like a torpedo. Right, I'll go back to the glasshouse for a close. That's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, if you've stayed to the end, that is. If you've enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you have watched it and are not a subscriber, I know I've had a few extra subscribers, and thank you very much for joining along with the journey. Please consider subscribing. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the space below, and I'll try to get back to you promptly. So I think now that I've got all the fruit trees pruned, I think I better have a bit of prune of myself. It's getting a bit long. So in the next video, hopefully my hair's short and my beard's tidier. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. TTFN.